Hello, this is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso and the Battle Brothers. Well, I would like to say I have a personality, but sometimes when I am a veteran, you all use that against me. Feels like I came home from work to get scammed by everyone. Then they try to make me look bad 'cause I'm a veteran online. Well, I try to make people laugh. I really try my hardest. But we all get bullied at one point of time, don't we? It's me, Michael Commiso, online for years making YouTube videos. I don't know what everybody wants from me, but I do try the hardest as Michael Commiso. But even I get bullied as the shy, goofy guy in the classroom. So I try, all I do is try, and all I can do is try. But I feel that the internet shouldn't be that hard to use nowadays. With all the security online, there's no way anybody can get in trouble over nudity and sex online. In the 21st, whatever century you are online, 'cause we are off a beat online. Not everybody sees eye to eye. You all not updated. You all not updated. As you send me bed on the bed. What's the internet? Apparently when the law comes around, nobody knows what the internet is. I have no disrespect to nobody. I'm a disabled combat veteran. So why would I disrespect my law back home? Feels you went all out of your way to disrespect me back home as a veteran. Because we have all this security online. You tell the whole world there's all this security online. But somehow my computer is scammed and identity theft me. I hope they call me stupid and slow. But you identity theft a soldier after 9/11. You all call me stupid and slow. But you scammed my computer after 9/11. It's in my rights, I earn my rights. You all can say you could take my rights, but you can't take my rights. I know that you know that I'm a disabled combat veteran. For years I told the court that I am a disabled combat veteran. And they even told me they don't care that I'm a veteran. I don't know what type of jokes you got to make each other laugh online nowadays, but joking around and making fun and bullying me as a soldier and mocking me and blackmailing me as American soldier online's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I worked with the Marines at war, and they will be singing the same song with Commiso as a veteran. Saying, you all know for a fact that I'm a disabled combat veteran, but you still somehow scam my computer after 9/11. So, I guess it's all in the math, 'cause people call me stupid. But I served my country after high school. How stupid can I be? I'm not in a stupid gang outside. I'm not in a stupid terrorist group outside. I am a really real life reality American hero online. I did something after high school. I didn't sit around and wait. Yes, I was nervous and shy. And do I earn it in a rate? I don't know. I just sing a song, but you get mad at me. Even when I sing a song as a veteran, I can't do anything right, according to my hometown law. So how can the law get mad at me? I'm just a disabled combat veteran. You all sat there and act like you found gold on my computer as I showed you my Beirut signed baseball cards. So it feels you can all assume the worst at each other, but predicting the worst at each other sucks. But sometimes it's like, damn, why would anybody book me through this knowing that I'm a disabled combat veteran? And they still feel like they want to act like they help me just to get mad at me as a veteran. I can't do anything right. As I make cool videos online, I stared up to you as you claimed you stood up to a veteran after 9/11. So, I don't know how bad I am online as an American hero to use the internet as a disabled combat veteran, but I feel that I have a kind heart and I'm a really nice person. You all can sit there and act like I'm the mean guy as a veteran back home. Well, how cool, and you all look like you're pussies online as you set me up back home, as you play video games online 24 hours a day as the war. So how many bad guys and good guys online when everybody's playing video games online 24 hours a day? At least I serve my country the best of my ability. Maybe not all my words are exactly what you want me to say. As some kind of people acting like they're all tough in the world, but they can't handle words on the internet. And I'm like, damn, I'm just a veteran. But they all got something to say. It doesn't matter what. It's just got something to say. But I'm like, why would the law go after me as a disabled combat veteran? You must know that I collect benefits and said, that's yours as the law of my hometown law back home. Then he saw my YouTube videos. They all sit there at court like they didn't see my YouTube videos. You want to rob me, scare me so much, you know exactly how much my Beirut baseball cards. Yeah, I don't want to say that all my shit is real. So, you know, because maybe I feel they are. Because every time I look up things, I do my research before I look up things, and when I buy things on eBay and eState. So I feel like people just want to take more from me because I'm a veteran back home in America. You know that I collect benefits. You want to sue me because I collect benefits after 9/11. Then you know that I'm smart enough that my stuff is real. As my Beirut baseball cards, and I watch TV, American television too, as an American citizen. So I watch a lot of Pawn Stars, American Pickers, Stories Wars, saying what I could collect, and they'd be all happy that I collect so I could go on their show as a veteran and say, hey, I need some money as a veteran because I'm always helping everybody out all the time. I even help the law back home because they can't get money from their own. And they're saying they need my money because they see billions of nudity on the sex online. They need money from me and they say they want to bully me and blackmail me as a veteran online. And I said, what did I do to anybody? All I say is hi. And all I say is hi. Then everybody's high. So what's this problem? Everybody can't get along on the streets when everybody's high on the streets. So that's bullshit. As you talk shit about me, it's bullshit. It's like you didn't watch Sesame Street with me. A, B, C, we all nice to each other. Sesame Street, now we all grown up and hate each other. Goddamn, what kind of streets you teach your kids online? When you grow up, you're allowed to treat each other like shit because we're all grown-ups online. And what did I teach kids over the years? Even when I'm getting bullied online and getting called names, I said, fuck you, I'm still a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. What can you say about that after 9/11? But they get mad at me. They expect me to get mad at too. They expect everybody to get mad because that's what you do. Then I said, damn, why is it so hard for the law to figure out who scanned my computer after 9/11 as a soldier after me? Because everybody knows Michael Commiso on the internet like you acting like you don't know me. How tight the internet, they saying that tight as the internet is not to be. And I'm like, God damn, I took that poetry to learn that everybody's just an asshole and didn't learn shit about me. That's unfair. They bully me and pushing me, but they even want to punch me. I'm just a veteran and everybody wants to treat everything and take everything from me. But at least I could say I did something for my country. As you all sit there and acting like it's so hard to do anything for each other. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's kind of funny and weird that the court can't figure out what a scam and a hack is. I said that for years and they get mad at me. They just want to win another case and say they earned some money. They don't care about me. They even said at court they don't care about me. I can't believe somebody took the job to do law and they don't care about people. And I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So I don't know why people say things to a veteran and I'm like, well, I feel like you do things so I get upset as a veteran. But at least I served my country after 9/11. As you all sit there acting like America is so bad, as the 1% violence in the world, and the law allows us to view it. It kind of sucks that the law sits there and views everything and then get mad at me as a soldier after 9/11. Because people always treated me like I'm stupid and slow. Maybe because I was on the wrestling team. Maybe I was in special ed. Eventually, you can't really hide the fact that you in the class in high school. Maybe in Fisher, because you're all kids and maybe didn't understand what special education said. Oh, Commiso just has a learning disability, that's all. But when I came back home from war, seems like I'm back in special education and everybody knows about it. And people treat you different when you're different. Even when I got a speech impediment, I got hit in the head a lot, could affect my speech. But I have speech impediment because I probably, maybe nobody figured out I could have been dyslexic. You know, I had really good teachers. I had a good guidance counselor. I had a good speech impediment teacher, therapy. I felt like all the wrestler coaches was nice to me. You know, I'm not saying all students was mean to me in school. There were students that was nice to me. Same thing when I was in the military. all my battle buddies was nice to me. It felt like everybody at war wanted to get to know Michael Commiso at one point because I was doing goofy things. I wasn't doing goofy things so people laugh at me or think I'm or whatever. I felt like I had to do goofy things at war because everybody's getting serious and angry and sad. I may be just Commiso, but I have feelings and I can feel people around me. So when I felt all my battle buddies getting sad, I just felt like, what's everybody get sad for? I need to cheer my battle buddies up at war so we keep going. So I try apparently one of the veterans at war, moms send them, it was from Texas, the hottest pepper in the world. I guess it was it's called a dry pepper. It's like the hottest pepper. Like, that's what they told me, but that's just the hottest pepper in the world coming soon. And so one of the battle boys got it from Texas or something. She said, okay, what do you want me to do with that? And they dare me, the Commiso, I dare you to drink this dry pepper from the dry. I said, okay. So I was drinking when the pepper comes in it has all that juice in the pepper and everything. So I drank the whole thing and I was like, holy shit. And my whole body felt the dry pepper go down my system. You know, that was another thing in the barracks where one of my NCOs in the barracks gave me a drink. I won't say what NCO that gave me a drink in the barracks, so the NCO won't get in trouble. I was basically still kind of like a teenager in the military. I was the youngest guy. I was one of the youngest guys in the military. So military's fast. I realized when you join the military, everything's fast. Every day is. You didn't realize shit. I've been a whole year at war. And I didn't know I didn't know. I felt like it was only a few months that I was at war, but it felt like how fast the military works. It was years. The military got some system to trick you when you're in the military. But they gave me something to drink. I said, drink this, Commiso. I bet you can't drink this. I said, okay. I was 19, 20 years old. I'm supposed to be doing this in spring break in America, drinking things. So they gave me battle buddies in the bar. I said, okay. I drank it. I said, holy crap. What kind of drink is this? The drink, it burned all the way down, all the way to my lips burned. I said, how do your lips burn? How's that possible? I didn't know your lips can be burned by peppers and whatever drink. My lips burned. Then my throat burned. I felt like my chest burned. Then my stomach burned. And I felt, even when I used the bathroom to take crap as a veteran, yeah, even veterans takes craps too. You all get offended that veterans takes craps too. And not even that was burning. I said, wow. I said, I did it though. I did something cool with my battle buddies. Now all my battle buddies will accept me as a battle buddy because I drink this drink in the barracks. So we did a lot of stupid things together as battle buddies in the barracks and then outside the barracks. I went further. As a veteran, I went further throughout the barracks. There's so much the military teaching. I didn't realize it until I said, wow, I did a lot of cool things in the military in a short period of time. Being at war for years is a long time, don't you think? So I said, So we're almost home. We're going to get back to Germany. We all going to we go to the bars again. Battle buddies, we're going to play pool again. Battle buddies, we're going to go back to the Europe again and have fun and have a battle buddy Europe trip. As battle buddies. They try to give us like beers. They gave us like 2 beers at war. I guess with the heat and desert, I felt it fast. I said, well, thank you, kind officer in the military. We're at war, and they gave me beer. I said, wow, thank you. I hope this not some kind of trick. Oh, they're going to give us beers at war and say, you've been drinking beers. What's wrong with you at war? They get me in trouble. There was some casual drinking in the war. I had 2 beers. And I was like a relief. There's hope in the world. Does that mean we're going back to Germany soon? That was a hit. Here, we're going to give you 2 beers to stay alive, Commiso. We're going back to Germany, okay? That's what I felt with my battle buddies around. And I flew in Black Hawks. You know, I'm even shocked too as Commiso how far I've traveled in the world as Commiso. I'd be like, I made it. I could just say, fuck it. I don't want to go back to war. This is some test. They gave me they gave me 2 weeks leave. And I'm like, wow, I see my brother. I see my friends and my dad. And then it's time to go back to war. And somehow I went back to war. So I did a lot of cool things. When I flew in the Black Hawk to go home for leave, I just thought it was cool to fly in the Black Hawk. I said, wow, this is cool. You can see everything up here. You got night vision in the Black Hawk. I said, wow, there's a 50 cal over there and a 50 cal on the other side. There must be good 50 cals to fire in a Black Hawk. That's all. I was in convoys with my battle buddies. I try to laugh because they're all sad. They're in convoys. I try to laugh. So I was like the entertainment for my battle. I said, look at me, look at me. I'm doing something funny. And I distracted all my battle buddies from being at war. Well, I distracted everybody at war. I was the goofy guy with the goofy laugh at war that distracted everybody in the desert. They said, what's going on over there? They sound like they're having a good time over there. Nobody has a good time in the desert. What's going on here? There's no laughter in the desert. There's some white boy over there. He claims he's from New Jersey, laughing over there in the desert. We gotta see this guy. So I felt like at one point everybody had to meet Commiso. The only reason I was in convoy, because the other battle buddies in the other bases wanted to see me. They couldn't believe that somebody laughs this way. There's no way that somebody laughs this way being at war. There's no laughter at war. You know, I was like, cool, I was in the desert, and I'm from New Jersey. I've never been in the desert before, I'm from New Jersey. What the hell is a desert? I don't know. So, most of the time at war, I didn't really know what was going on. Most of the time at war, I didn't care. I was just, I was making my battle buddies laugh. I said, cool, there's life. There's hope in the world. I don't know what's going on out there in the desert, but I hear gunshots and they said soldiers are getting blown up. I said, why? What are we doing? Well, we're in the desert for. Then I gotta see the sights in the desert. Once you see the sights in the desert, you're good for a while. You don't have to be in the desert for a while. Because everybody's complaining about the heat in the desert. So hot. I'm sweating so much. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm from New Jersey in the desert. And I sweat when it's cold outside. So imagine me in the desert. I sweated so much. I sweated out my salt and my... I guess that's why my battle buddies had me drink soy sauce. For a while, I didn't like soy sauce. I said, hey, Commiso, I dare you drink this soy sauce. And I said, I didn't have Chinese food for a while. I drink this soy sauce. So I almost drank the whole bottle of the sauce. Not half a bottle, almost all the way to the bottle of soy sauce. I threw it up, though. I threw up. Even with the dry pepper, I threw up in the trash bucket. Yeah, because I said, what we're here for. So what's going on? I guess I was in my own world. When I was at war, I was in my own world. At war. I didn't want to believe I was at war, maybe. Maybe I was just wanted to skip. I'm India. We're here to find a treasure. That's the reason why we're here. There's not that many bad guys. And some of the military had to find treasure in the desert as Indiana Jones. That's why we had to have so many generators. We had generators to operate the cranes and stuff to try to dig a hole and find the treasure. That's where I was in the world. But no, I guess there's bad guys I didn't know about. Well, I'm back home for war, so I'm just having complications of difficulty of trying to understand why everybody's trying to pick on me back home. Because in a way, if you want to really get technical on technical words, technically the law is monitoring the internet. So anything bad that happens to a person online is the law's fault because they're monitoring the internet 24 hours a day. So if there's any bad sites online, it's the law's fault. They allow the site to become bad or whatever, acting like the law's not using their sites themselves still too. Because the law themselves get in trouble over the billions of naked people. I'm just trying to figure out this shit. How can one person get in trouble over billions of nudity on the internet? That if you can accept that there's sex online or not, just stick with nudity so you won't have a nervous breakdown. But you have a nervous breakdown with billions of nudity on the internet? So I feel like I'm getting treated unfairly at court around here where there's so much security and law on the internet. How can anybody get scammed and get pop-up sites like that? So I felt like the more the law monitored my computer, the more I got more pop-up sites. So I don't know if this is 50-50 to figure out who wants to backstab and screw and blackmail and bully and call a name to a veteran after 9/11, who it is online kind of thing. But I'm a really good guy. That's what bothers me. I'm not a mean person. I don't feel like I don't like yelling at people. That's not my personality. I was a shy, quiet kid in school. But they make you look bad so much. Is that the media? We fucked up the media online as the news that all we do is talk shit about each other 24 hours a day, even before we put shit on the news. But that's not my fault back home. I'm just a veteran trying to use the internet, and every time I try to use the internet, they treat me like I'm an idiot and don't know what a hack is and what a scam is, and they bully you and force your computer to get into trouble. So I don't know what type of Americans would screw a veteran's life over on purpose online. You won't get laid at a party, even at judge or courtroom and everything, or the lawyers or the law enforcement treating a soldier bad. So I'm just sitting there thinking, What type of Americans will steal money from a veteran, man? Why would they, knowing the fact that I select disability, at least I'm 100% disabled combat veteran, I can afford a lawyer. I can afford a really good lawyer at court. So what kind of court will backstab a soldier? Do you want more from me? You know that my Babe Ruth baseball cards are worth something. Is that the world we live in? When somebody's about to make something out of themselves or become something, that's where everybody is now. And when you expect your friends and family to stand up for you, you're just like the rest of everybody else talking shit about you on the internet. So what kind of type of law, knowing the fact that I'm a well-known soldier, the internet's not top secret. I wish the law stopped looking at the internet, that we could do anything to some computer as the law and nobody could see it nowadays as everybody hacking each other's computers on the internet. It's kind of weird too. You know, what type of people in America will do that to a veteran after 9/11? You know, I had a hard time at war too, you know. I served my country and went on a lot of convoys to come back home and get blackmailed by the court saying they could call me a name online and bully me as an American hero online. Wow. So who's scamming my computer? Because they all claim there's bad guys online scamming people, but it seems that you got some back door to my computer and you just stolen shit. You just say, fuck you, I don't care if you're a veteran. I want your Babe Ruth baseball cards. I'm going to make, that's why famous people's names get screwed over. Because they know they got money as famous people. You know, they say, that's how the world works. They say that's what happened to Michael Jackson. Damn. It was obvious that Michael Jackson was having a hard time, but nobody gives a fuck, did they? They just let them hear a rumor. Yeah, how you know the rumor was true in the first place? We don't care about each other. We got an internet world. We don't care about each other. And I'm a disabled combat veteran after. So it's kind of weird and kind of hard for a court to say they don't care about you after 9/11 compared to, wow, you getting mad at me as a law and the law allows the whole world to view people dying on the internet? Well, compared to how much porn they claim they found on my computer, how much porn there is on the internet, the law monitors the internet, and there's billions of porn and sex online as the law. Don't you think somebody would have said something like that? So who's bad around kids? The law allowing everybody to view everything online and get mad at one person and claiming they did something in their lives and then fix something on the internet, did they? You just got mad and jealous of me, and you want to rob me and know exactly how my Babe Ruth baseball cards will work. I got combat PTSD. You all can sit there acting like I wasn't in convoys with my battle buddies. That's Commiso, but you're wrong at court and around. So I took offense of how you just sat around and allowed my computer, you're monitoring me, and you allow my computer to get scammed. That's why I went on, I said you're on my computer. I said, okay, I signed some papers saying that you're allowed to be on my computer at the law. But the law's on your computer if you sign papers or not as the law, right? You're on my computer before I even signed the papers that you're on the computer. Then you assume the worst out of me? You didn't even give me a chance. All the nudity and sex online, the law don't give a chance as disabled combat veteran and prove my point that I was trying to make art. So I feel like people backstabbing me, trying to rob me because they know exactly how my Babe Ruth baseball cards will work. You don't all sit there and act like you hate America. Damn, you all want my Babe Ruth baseball cards, dude. That sucks, dude. To grow up with Michael Jackson for the whole world to treat each other the way it does. Then you realize, damn, I can't believe how crooked the fucking system really is. You're trying to say that you fuck at parties for years and orgies outside. People have sex in public nowadays. The law don't see that? Oh, they only blame one person that does it to earn money like everybody else that makes billions of dollars off the porn of the free nudity and sex online. And then people sit there and act like they don't know what porn is. To become a porn star, that means every single person knows who you are as a porn star. So if, say, everybody's a porn star nowadays on the internet, is sitting there acting like nobody knows who you are, even the law themselves, and you're allowed to treat me and talk to me like that after 9/11? Right away. Right when I moved back in my hometown, right away, they claim I'm a bad person because I use the internet and pop-up sites pop on my computer. And I'm like, well, if they're bad pop-up sites, didn't I buy security? They're saying, well, don't they? If you buy security on a computer, I feel like I'm working with the security, right? If I buy security on a computer, then the security, this loud pop-up sites from, I'm like, well, I thought this the whole point of having security. The security, your officers that's smart enough to send me good sites on my computer as a 21st century American citizen. You don't have to send me bad sites as the law. You can send me all the good sites and actually see the world where it really is. I guess the law don't want to actually see the world how it really is. The world don't want to see how the world actually really is. Because you're all fake motherfuckers hating on each other on the streets, killing each other over stupid shit. While there's everybody fucking online 24 hours a day. And I'm like, God damn, how mean the fucking world is. You want to sit there and act like I'm bad around kids? Damn, your kids use the internet 24 hours a day, dude. And the kids see this, say, fuck, damn, man. Being an adult fucking sucks.
That's how decent.
Because you got all the security and law, because I'm a veteran. I know about that. And you still can't figure out how to help people out, saying, wow, we could backstab Commiso because he's famous on YouTube. And you know that his Beirut baseball cards are worth something. So fuck you, we're not going to help you. We're going to rob you, make fun of you, bully you, blackmail you, call you names. I'm like, damn, this is the best subject. Y'all come up online to get laid at a party. How you treat a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I did way more in my life to sit here and act like I didn't do shit for my country as did Michael Commiso as a veteran. My court talked to me. I didn't do shit to my country, so I'm allowed to talk to you like this and mock you at court because there's nobody around to help you as a veteran. Is that it? Since nobody knows how to be good best friends to each other, help each other out in the world and around, you're allowed to talk to me like I'm the fucking nobody at court around you. See, I'm upset because I'm a good guy. I'm upset I'm a disabled combat veteran on one. And I'm upset that you lie so much, and I'm like, what the fuck's your problem? You're the one sending me the sites. You can't just sit there nowadays and act like you don't know where the scammer is coming from. Well, who has the balls to scam people's computers online when they got all the security on the computer? Well, there's some crooked system that has a security on them. Don't get mad at me as security as the law, that there's crooked cops on the internet, and then when there's peace in the world and some asshole starting shit on purpose, as you're acting like nudity came out yesterday at court. So if you're some crooked motherfucker at court scamming people's lives on the internet for years, don't you think it's going to catch up to you as a social media? So how do you go out of your way to backstab a veteran after a night? You want more from me. The court and everybody wants more from me. You know that I got signed Beirut baseball. You know, I can't tell the world that all my stuff is real because I don't want to be that guy and say I got fake shit, but I'm going to tell the world that I got real shit. Well, I will feel like 99%, if that's how it works on the internet, 99% porn and sex everybody accepts. But they can't accept the 1% guy that came back home from war and trying to fit in on the internet. No, we can't do that. How many parties I got invited back home as a disabled combat veteran. So, in 99%, I got to go back because I'm distracted by the world in my mind. I said, I got cool ideas. I'm a good guy. Maybe I could fix the internet. Everybody's talking shit about each other. Maybe if everybody stopped talking shit about each other, the internet won't be so goddamn fucking bad. But since y'all want to fucking make money off of crime, y'all a bunch of assholes to each other and try to rob. So say that My Babe Ruth stuff was 99% real in this one. My stuff in the shed is 99% real. That's what I had to say. If you're on American Pickers or American Stars and so forth, you can't. That's why they get their stuff appraised. They're smart enough to get their stuff appraised so they can prove that the stuff is real.
Yeah.
So they have to say they got my 99% Babe Ruth, signed Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson. Where's my Jackie Robinson signed baseball bats back home from war? Where's the statue that I painted that was art? You all sit there that they have evidence that I'm a bad parent back home as an American hero back home. Man, it seems you wanted that statue, don't you? I painted it as a veteran and my dad's a house painter. Man, that statue's probably worth millions of dollars because I painted it as an artist. But everybody takes everything from me. No matter who you are. Even the law sits there saying they don't care that you're a veteran. We thank you enough as a veteran for sit there and let people to scam your life and walk over you and talk shit about you. We did enough welcoming you back home as a disabled combat veteran. So I got 99%. I know for a fact that I got real shit in my baby. I got bedroom. I've been shot. I'm smart. You know, in the military, they said make sure you videotape of your TV, and if you ever get robbed, because you can even get robbed in the military, as I get robbed back home as a veteran at court around here. Videotape of your TV, videotape all your stuff, your clothes, so you have evidence that you have accountability of your stuff. That's another thing that's messing up my mind. They know that I have trained to know as accountability is. So I'm just it's kind of weird that a court would backstab a soldier after or not, because you got to sit there and act like nobody knows who scams computers with all this security on the internet. I don't care if people think I was searching for art or not back home as a veteran. I'm an American hero. I don't have to prove nothing to the internet at all as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I was a teenager straight out of high school, and everybody, I know 9/11 happened. I didn't know why 9/11 happened at all as an American. I just went to war, served my country. Because I feel America is a great country. Yeah, there's faults in every country. Well, we can fix our faults, and I highly doubt everybody is a gangster or terrorist online. Because that'd be a stupid shit to do in your life. So the court can't say I'm stupid. You know, you may treat me like I'm stupid and saying, how the fuck you could do this to a veteran after 9/11, knowing that I'm 100% disabled combat veteran. I said, they take a job at court, but they don't know anything about the internet. They want to say they monitor the internet as a law, but they don't know anything about the internet. It's kind of weird. And mean, too, because you treat me like I'm a stupid American. I'm a stupid American. Everybody's treating me like I'm a stupid American and as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I'm not a stupid American. Maybe I didn't learn enough where all the cool sites is that the law allows them to be cool on as people in the world. Is that how it happens? I don't know. Because how is the oldest fucking shit that's still on the internet and the law, these people still get in trouble with it? I'm a Commiso and I try to make people laugh. Get along with people as Commiso, but it's time, what's it called? Dumbfounded that the law gets mad what's on the internet, but don't do anything about it. And then now I'm like, how the fuck you get mad at me like that? It seems like you want to punch me in the face. That court around. And you don't know shit about me. You're the one sending me bad sites and screwing my life over and scaring my computer, and Americans not smart enough to figure out, well, you got all the security online. No matter how hard the law claims they got all the security online, you got all the security on this online. Right. So it sucks to have all the security online and people are viewed things we're not supposed to be viewed on the internet. And you don't care. You want money from me. You want to backstab me and take more from me. So you can say something that you did something at court around. So, yeah, I was the gullible kid in school that believed everybody's my friend in school because I was a nice guy to everybody. But then I came back from war and saying, it's hard to believe that everybody could sit around and act like they did nothing to help me back home as a veteran. Or whatever, I act like they did something to help me. But all he did is he made my life a harder life back home as a veteran. So when I'm like, well, I want to get back into art. You know, I'm a 100% disabled combat veteran. I know I can draw if you allow me to. As a little kid that got bullied in school. Now I'm getting bullied back home at court. Call me a name, and I'm like, how the fuck you can call me a name and get mad at me? You're the ones calling me a name on the internet. So you should get mad at yourselves, don't you think? I think the people that sit there and try to screw people's lives over on purpose should get mad at yourselves. All the security that's on the internet. So I guess in the future, the law will have to say that they have sex. The law has to say they have to have sex on it. And they know what nudity is as the law. In the future. Because people are going to get mad. Because you go sit there saying, I'm going to be a bad parent one day, but the law's naked on themselves as having sex online for the world and for kids to watch. That's the law. And I'm sitting here like, wow, kids are stupid. They don't know how to hack computers. They don't know how to hack sites to see things online. They're stupid. That's how I'm being talked to at court. I'm stupid. I'm a stupid little kid, a little American kid that got scammed over the years. Because you got jealous of me that I was on the wrestling team and I was winning my matches around. That's all I feel like everybody does. My hometown law got jealous of me when I feel like I recognize the wrestlers that wrestled me on the mat at court around here. So I feel like I wrestled this damn fucking cop. And they must be mad at me because I pinned this motherfucker, didn't I? Oh, I made you look bad on a wrestling mat as a cop, so you joined the force that would screw my goddamn life over. I feel like that's what's going on my computer right now. Because how mean somebody could treat somebody in America. I'm American. Soldier after 9/11. I'm an American citizen. I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So how many people actually can talk shit about Commiso online after 9/11? How street. You all claim everybody wants to change in the world, but they put the fucking streets online and the law now. Since everybody's all fucking streets now, I gotta get treated like fucking streets by the fucking law because they from Trenton around here. I'm like, why are you treating me like that? When they know for a fact that, I know for a fact that at least one of my Beirut baseball cards are real in here. I'm smart enough. Well, if people don't want to believe that my shit's real as they backstab me and scam me and steal my money from me, there's no gangs and terrorists or mafia on fucking online backstabbing and robbing each other online in the world. There's no fucking crooked cops in a perfect world online on how many securities on the internet. And I was trained in the military. I'm a disabled combat veteran. So I'm just thinking to myself, what do he want from me? Because the law don't seem, in the beginning, maybe they acting like they help you in the law, then they turn on you somehow to scam you some more. What kind of type of fucking people would do that to a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, knowing the fact that kids watch soldiers get their head chopped off, kids watch fucking people get blown up in pieces online as kids online in the world. So come down and zoom down in my goddamn life and acting like I'm the worst shit on the internet at court around here kind of pisses me off. Saying I want to sue everybody. Anybody that talks shit to me, I don't deserve to talk shit to me as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I'm nice. I shake people's hands. I don't disrespect people. I go out, I have a big heart and care about people. I know what my military bearing is. I don't think I disrespect the country. I don't disrespect the president. Well, I said, how the fuck you disrespect the president? You're an American soldier. Your number one job as a soldier is to protect your president and your country and flag. No, nowadays everybody can talk shit about even the fucking president online because there's some kind of fucking streak on the internet. And I'm like, fuck, dude. How simple we can live to each other as on this planet and live comfortably and have world peace and chill with each other. But you fucking want to fucking be street your whole fucking life as the internet. Don't. I can't believe the law treated me like streets. Everybody treated me like streets. I didn't join a gang after 9/11. I went in the military and served my country. Why do I deserve to get treated like streets at courtroom? I want to sue you guys. You called me a name after 9/11. You lied a whole fucking lot to make your statement look like some wonders in life and world, and you fix some kind of solution in the world. But you just say, fuck you, and turn your back on your soldier after 9/11. And I'm supposed to sit here and take it like, God damn, when can I do what I want back home? I'm doing what everybody else want back home. And I don't think that's a mean thing to say. I'm 41 years old, and you sit there and act like I wasn't trying to break the law. I think it's kind of fucked up that there's good people in the world, and even the good people in the world get screwed over. There's something wrong with the fucking system, don't you think? Before you sit there, and I'm like, how long can people keep talking bad about me? Because I'm still going to dress like a veteran. I'm living in America. It's okay to dress like a veteran in America. Who the fuck are you? You're all dressed like gangsters and terrorists outside like pussies and assholes. You're corny as shit. I'm a goddamn disabled combat veteran. You all get upset at me because I did something with my life. You all fight over the stupidest shit and die over the stupidest shit on the streets because you can't be good friends to each other. And so who anybody wants to live on the streets? Who wants to be part of the streets? Because all I do is treat you like shits. So it's hard to believe anybody joined a gang or a terrorist group. Because they don't treat you with respect when you join a gang. They treat you even fucking worse. So I did something with that one. And the first thing you guys do is, I got Vietnam soldiers saying they're baby killers. And look what you did to me online. You did exactly, all my veterans, all my battle buddies and veterans they're telling me the truth. They're going to call you a name online and say, well, we don't have the nerve to help you anymore because we're pussies. And I'm like, damn, man. So I don't feel like being a veteran should be that hard living in America. And I don't feel American internet should be that hard either. I don't understand. So it just seems like when you become a famous person, they know you're famous. They figure if I do something to a famous person, I become famous because I did something to a famous person. And now you know they got money in the bank account? Wow, that's the world you teach to the kids? Oh, when you're kids, you can be nice to each other as kids. But when you grow up as adults, you're allowed to treat each other like fucking assholes. And I'm the bad guy here? I'm going to be a bad parent? That's the best way to welcome me back home in the state of New Jersey? Tell me, wow, I'm the one that's sending you bad pop-up sites, so we know these sites are up as law. We use these sites to screw people's lives over when the other people are using the other sites and seeing the same shit that's on this site. We don't care. We just want to screw you because it's your easy target. I'm a stupid idiot. That's an easy target that knows how to scan my computer after 9/11. And you're my good friend to me online because he's going on my computer without me knowing. All these years, the law been on my computer without me knowing. Then I said, oh, okay, I don't have nothing to hide on my computer. You got more things to hide by hacking a soldier after 9/11. Attacking New York City, don't you? That port around here? In the state of New Jersey? I don't know what type of state would talk bad about a veteran online. There's something wrong with that state, don't you think? Or there's something wrong with the people around you. Right? How many people can help a Commiso back? And you backstab me. They had to lie so much. I'm like, I'm getting pop-up sites. I'm trying to avoid the pop-up sites. The judge and the court don't want to hear it. They just want to hear that you was looking up bad things so I can put me in jail for my whole life over billions of negativity. So when I'm in jail for years, I come out and everybody's butt naked on the streets, as they're butt naked on the streets now in the public, to get mad at a soldier after 9/11 like I ain't fucking nobody, right? That's what I want to say. I think that's the reason why he didn't want me to fucking speak in court. Because that's just exactly what I fucking say to court. You know, you want people to get upset and get in trouble, right? But I'm like, I'm doing it a different way, I feel. I'm a combat, I'm 100% disabled combat veteran. I'm angry the fact that the court treated me like shit and put me in chains after 9/11 and called me a name, and they're the ones calling me a name and trying to screw my life over. They didn't find shit on my computer, and they had to lie a lot in the statement. They get mad at a veteran. They're still getting mad at me. I'm like, wow, welcome back home, Michael Commiso. You try to do the right things your whole life, help everybody out, nice to people. You know, you served your country. I thought that was the, wow, everybody's going to show me respect back home because I served my country in America. That's just that's just like a fact. No, there's backstabbing motherfuckers on the internet. And they wonder why things happen in the world when there's backstabbing motherfucking people on the internet. How crooked the internet is. And it hurt my feelings. Everybody knows that I'm good around kids. I've been making goofy videos and making kids laugh on YouTube for years. You know, maybe I don't get everybody's jokes, or maybe I don't, you know, maybe my jokes are not funny enough for the internet. Well, at least, you know, I talk to kids in the world a lot of shit, don't you think? No, they don't put that in a statement. Commiso was inspiring and motivating kids. There's more than things in life than fighting and dying on the internet. You could be goofy, you could be a comedian, you could be a singer, you could dance. You could be anything you want on the internet. You don't have to be an asshole and kill each other as people in the world. But you're an asshole to an American hero back home? That's how crooked the internet is. So I don't understand the court. Why you just sit there and act like, wow, now we get him in trouble because since we call him a name. We could get him in trouble with anything online now. It doesn't fucking matter, right? And then he rub it in my fucking face. So what kind of Americans do that to a soldier after an hour? It's kind of hard to believe. And you're my brother's best friends? You're my brother's best friends to treat his brother like I'm a nobody? Wow, I feel like you have a super hard, my brother has a super hard job. You know, they teach kids you can't trust nobody in the world, and then wonder why everybody's assholes to each other, and then, fuck, it's like I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand the internet. I don't understand what the fuck's everybody's fucking problem. You sit there and act like nobody can fucking fix the internet. It's all fucking to the end. And allow things to happen when people can see things before shit happens online nowadays, like that TV show. Oh, we can see bad news going to happen, but we're still going to stand around and say, fuck it. No, and they make me, the court saying, I don't care about kids. I don't care what kids happens to kids as a soldier after. And that's the argument at court. I'm like, how the fuck this argument even holds at court? I'm a soldier that came back from war protecting American kids, and I got people sending me mail saying American kids are proud of me and thank you for your service, Commiso, when I was at war. So I'm confused. I'm confused what court is trying to teach me back. Are you trying to make me example that, oh, if everybody don't stop watching nudity and sex online, you could be like Commiso on the internet? Is that what the law is teaching everybody? Well, last time I checked, when you tell a kid not to do something, the kid's going to do it anyway. So every kid knows what every site that's on the internet, right, in the 21st century. But the court talks to me like I'm an idiot. I said, this sucks. All the shit that I can say to you guys, I'm like, I could win the case overnight. I'm the only one that's fucking smart enough and cool enough to fight for a veteran back home in my own goddamn cell. And in the state of New Jersey? Wow, you can't lift a fucking finger, can you? That's all I feel for them. Since I came back home from war, you all trying to make me look bad, and I'm not cool enough to hang with, and make me look bad, and you can't lift a fucking finger from me. Once you get bullied and called a name, and when people treat you like that, nobody's going to lift a fucking finger from you no more. I'm like, damn, what's that? Damn kids, you're going to have a hard life as an adult on the internet as kids. Because you all made it fucking hard for each other, even the law themselves. If everybody's monitoring the computer, monitoring the internet, if the law's monitoring the internet themselves, it's hard to believe that there's anything bad on you. So I'm not going out my way to disrespect the law. I'm just saying the law is disrespecting me, don't you think? All the shit, all the cool things I did. You can't just sit there and say, we don't give a fuck about you now. So now we're going to treat you like shit because we don't give a fuck about you now. We care about you back in the day when we knew you was a veteran and everything. But now we don't give a shit about you now. Damn, dude. Kids are going to have a hard life, man. You know, if a kid go out and try to tap dance or sing a song, you call him a gay. Man, that kid does everything. He do everything to be anything he wants. But he's gay now because he's singing and dancing on the internet. Wow, motherfucking friends, you motherfucker are to the streets online. Only you could be cool on the internet. Only you could be cool online. And sometimes I feel like the law does that to me too. But I didn't do nothing to the law. I served my country. I feel like I'm standing up for myself on my YouTube videos because everybody's not smart enough to stand up for Commiso back home. So the only reason why everybody's calling me a name and cock-blocked me from parties over the years is because, in a way, the girl be talking to me at the party. That's why he cock-blocked me over the years and everything. Now he cock-blocking me from my life back home. You just know that at my Babe Ruth baseball is worth something. You know, everybody watched American Pickers and Star Wars, not just me. You know, I don't think I'm a scammer. Because I'm a real veteran. You go sit there, you're an asshole. How you treat me veterans like that? You act like nobody can see on the internet. Well, everybody sees everything. So if everybody sees everything online, how can you bully one person on the internet after not? I'm confused. Right? If everybody sees everybody naked online 24 hours a day, even the law online, how the fuck you backstab a soldier after 9/11? Just say, if you didn't want to party with me naked back home because you're afraid of every fucking girl, that's how you treat your veterans. Every wife, every girlfriend back home would go for all the live veterans that came back alive, and everybody's out of luck at the party if you send them to a party. That's how you treated me over the years. You're worried about your thong, the dong at the party, getting it on. Then worry about hanging with me as a veteran back home. That's why I miss my battle buddies. If my battle buddies take me the wrong way because I make YouTube videos like everybody else, but I actually really miss my battle buddies. If I got to see all my battle buddies again, I would give all my battle buddies a hug. I want to say thank you for being there at war with me as the goofy guy at war. Because I don't want to take everything seriously. I don't understand how serious is nudity. If we practice safe sex online and the law allows us to have sex online, for you to just get jealous of me and bully me and act like you didn't cock-block me at parties over the years, man, there's something wrong with you guys, not me. You know, they claim that it's the veterans' fault. Well, obviously a veteran's going to get upset when you all sit there and act like you're going to lift a finger and help me and do nothing about it. And allow people to call me a name and bully me. And I'm still a soldier after 9/11 on the internet. Yeah. You're mad at my tattoos because my tattoos are cool as a veteran. I got my unit and American flag tattoo on my back. On my body. I got actually art on my body. They overlooked that too. They all claim that only nudity that's safe for kids to watch is the 16th chapter. The only nudity that's safe for kids to watch is the 16th chapter. Because it's art. I'm like, wow. Wow. Kids know what nudity is if they know what 16th chapter is. No, that's not how I'm being talked to. That's not how I'm being treated. They act like I'm the only one that knows about sex and nudity online because it popped on my computer. That's how they treat me. Oh yeah, so if I ever get a chance to meet all my battle buddies, I give you all a hug, man. Thank you for, keeping me alive at war as my battle buddies and, and I'm back home. I'm 41 years old. And still, I feel like I'm not back home as a veteran. I don't know, people get mad at veterans on purpose just to get them upset because they know they're going to get upset anyway because they're veterans. That's how I feel somehow. Even the court, they're saying things to me on purpose so I get mad because I know I'm stupid. Do you talk to all veterans like that when they go to court? Do you talk to all people like that when you go to court? No, only me. Why? Because you're the one that set me up. You're the one that set me up. It's not that hard. If you got all the security, got all these people monitoring the internet, and you can't figure out where a scam is as a security, and figure out why you're scamming my computer, and it's not my fault. I got combat PTSD, and it's hard to believe that bad guys are scamming my computer. The bad guys are scamming my computer. But seriously, it's easy for the law to scam computers. Nobody's going to question the law being on somebody's computer, right? Say, why are you on my computer? The law is. You always think you got permission to be on people's computers, but technically, as I put security on my computer, nobody should be on my computer, even the law themselves. That's what you teach me as an American when you install security on your computer. That's not how it works. People force you, it seems like no matter what direction I go on search online, I was forced in the same direction as the law want me to get me in trouble for. So I don't know if the law treats everybody stupid, but why do you treat me like I'm stupid at court? I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I feel like I did a smart thing in my life. Serving my country is a smart thing in my life. And I don't have to answer to nobody back home because I didn't join no corny gang outside on the streets. I'm a free and American citizen. And I'm like, well, if the law cares about nudity and sex online so much, then there'll be no nudity and sex online, right? As the law. But the law likes sex and nudity too. You have to admit it in the future as a law. Over the years, the law monitoring the internet is like, well, I don't get it. If the law monitors the internet, don't you think the law is using the internet sites too? The law is monitoring Facebook. That means the law is using the Facebook too. Law monitors Pornhub. Nobody knows what porn sites are. I guess you got all these YouTube videos that explains what porn is online, but nobody knows what porn is. Eventually somebody's going to get mad. Well, then how the fuck you just sit there at the law and allow people to get in trouble on purpose? When you're there monitoring the law sites on purpose. You're there for a purpose, so nobody get in trouble with the law, right? That's not how the system works. Because they would have backed off from, because if they know that I have $1 billion Babe Ruth signed baseball card, they would have backed off for years now. And I'm a disabled combat veteran that can get a good lawyer. They would have backed off for years now being on my computer. But you want my $1 billion signed Babe Ruth baseball card that's in this room. That's how I see the world. That's how you make your kids see the world. That's how you make your veterans see the world. That's how people make each other see the world. And you sit there, that's the greatest shit. Oh, you make your kids scared of the internet. Make your kids scared of the world. And your kid won't be anything in this fucking world. Because all you guys do is fight over the stupid shit as nudity and sex online in the 21st century. Well, nobody cares. Man, that's why I don't like watching news. I get upset when somebody dies on news. I mean, does everybody? No, does somebody die today? Oh, whippy-doo, move on. It's okay to move on. And how fast people move on from death on this earth sucks. You know, soldiers die at war. You don't give a fuck or don't care. It feels like that as to how you treat each other as people in the world. You don't care about your kids because if your kids die on live television, you didn't do shit. You all just sat there and watched it and said it's okay to watch that shit. But it's damn fucking bully a fucking soldier on. Like you all can't come together like that as people and bully a soldier after 9/11. Wow. How people can come together so fast to screw somebody's life over, but you can't come together and have world fucking peace so your kids can live in a fucking good world and have a good oxygen, at least have some kind of clean oxygen to still breathe on this planet? No, you get mad over everything. I can't do anything online. I can't accomplish anything. Everybody's got something to say. So I feel like I'm back in high school as a veteran back. Y'all claim that you're adults at court. I feel like I'm in high school when I went to court. I said, these are all these cool motherfuckers that can watch a fuck at court, and they can just sit there and stare at me like I'm a piece of shit soldier after 9/11. And like, why would I allow that to happen to myself? I know I did a lot of cool things, and I tried a lot doing cool things back home from as a veteran. I feel like you all want to, reverse psychiatry, backstab your soldier, put him in jail for a year, and say, come out saying how the fuck you can do that? That's a reverse psychiatrist will do, right? As a veteran saying, how mean you fucking motherfucker. We probably fucked that in court just to get my mock me as a veteran after 9/11. And then you're Americans? You're Americans, right? I don't think Americans will treat a soldier like that. So there's something crooked going on at court. Well, they discover sex for the first time, so they allow you to be angry at you. They allow you to talk down to you and treat you like shit because the law don't know what sex and nudity in the 21st is. Everybody fucking outside. So everybody fucking outside. I determine everybody fucks in court too. But that's not how the people treat each other, right? Only you can say fuck at court, right? And don't get in trouble. Wow, you teach your kids a lot in the world. Well, if you're cool enough for long enough to see the world online and have a good life, I don't know, I think it's a bunch of assholes that got jealous of me and decided to backstab me, acting like they help me, but they just want me to get angry because I'm a veteran and get upset as a disabled combat veteran. Because you got all this security online, but nobody can figure out where the scam is coming from after 9/11. And nobody knows. How can you tell a veteran that they're nobody? He said, we don't want to hear a fact that you're a veteran because we're calling your name now and bullying you on the internet. I said, how the fuck, what type of man? That's my friends. This is the friends at court back home. You're all corny. Well, anybody that treats each other like shit at a party is corny as shit, I feel. Right? I felt since I came back home, I wasn't allowed to do anything on here. Because everybody would have got jealous of me because I'm a vet. I'm not allowed to sing and dance online. You would call me something on the internet. I don't know. You still have a nerve to keep calling me and blackmail me after 9/11 when I feel like I have to sue everybody for that didn't stand up for me, where you know for a fact that I'm good around kids. That's fucked up. I don't like hate music. I don't like hate shit because it's boring. That's why news is boring. Having negative news is like, oh, what else? Bigger deal. News does not have no fucking ratings. People get mad when they watch the news. It's sad. So I don't know how television is going to be, but nudity and sex is the number one thing, the reason why people use the internet. And there's somebody's fucking it up for everyone. You know, you feel, oh wow, everybody likes sex and nudity online. We're from that's our part of the culture as Americans. It's part of our culture as the world. Sex, what the fuck? You can have sex and create life and have children and have a family. Wow, I think everybody wants to have sex then, right? What the fuck's that? That's not how a card talks to me. You're not cool enough to use the internet or have sex and be nudity eater like the billions of rest of people online. Because I'm jealous of you and I'm a fucking hater on a soldier after 9/11. So I'm going to give you a hard time the rest of your life. While facts are facts, there's still billions of nudity on the internet. So, whatever. I'm telling it how it is as you all sit there and act like everybody wants to know the reality show kind of. If we live in reality, why the hell we want to watch bad reality on television? I highly doubt everybody wants to be mean to a veteran, but so far I felt like, what's your guys' problem back home? I didn't do shit to nobody. That's how I felt on the wrestling team sometimes. Not against my wrestling team or anybody. I felt like I was not enough for the wrestling team. Few people in school made me feel like I wasn't enough to be on the wrestling team. The same thing being in the military, because I came back home for war. I did not do enough in the military to serve my country. And that's what you teach your veterans at court around you. So obviously I was going to get upset and make YouTube videos. I think you knew that. Everybody makes upset videos online, but I feel like I'm respectfully saying, damn, why are you making me feel like this way? You know, people use the internet to achieve and make something. I feel like that's the number one reason why people use the internet. They want to make something out of themselves. But then people don't always get directed in the same direction online because there's some kind of assholes that act like I didn't watch the movie Hackers. If you watch the movie Hackers, somebody's sending you bad pop-up sites. At court, they didn't ever watch movies at all at court. They don't know what the movie Hacker is. When you watch somebody's e-bombing you and sending you bad sites on purpose, you get upset and saying, this sucks. I can't do anything online. You're all sitting there directing me and misleading me and get mad at me as a veteran. On purpose. So I don't know if there's some kind of jealous kind of team or jealous people when I was on the wrestling team and now they're jealous of me because I'm a veteran. Well, you can't treat people like that. Eventually people will say that's fucked up. Eventually say that's not cool at all. I'm an American citizen. I don't deserve to get treated. I abide by the law the best I can when the law forces you to break the law nowadays. They all get mad at me, but that's what happens. I just don't get it. My grandpa died, grandmom died, you know, the landlord died, and now my uncle died. And the guy that was going to help me go on, he said he was going to help me get on overhauling, died. Because he said he knew the people that worked on overhaul. And look what everybody just died. I felt like as a veteran, everybody just died on me and gave up and say, whatever as a veteran back. As the court, I'm like, damn, they have to directly, you sit there and wait, knowing the fact that eventually the site's going to go to your computer anyway, as we make it that way. I think it's bad friends for you guys sit there and direct one person in the wrong direction and acting like sex and nudity. It's the worst thing on the internet. While your kids die on the internet and you got death and fucking violence online 24 hours. So I highly doubt kids online watching violence every day saying this is bullshit. I don't want to watch this no more. It sucks that you got all the security law, but somehow we be able to view violence and crime online. Isn't that the law's fault? You're monitoring the internet. No disrespect. But that's not how the world works. You teach your kids it's okay to bully a certain amount of people, but you're not allowed to bully another certain amount of people. That's what you teach your kids. When you're supposed to teach your kids, it's not cool to bully each other and call each other name, and it's in the wrong that the law even does that in the first place. As the law teach you, you're not supposed to call the law names and not put down the law themselves or anybody as people, but they have system doing that to people. That's mean as fuck. For you all say you're only ones that going up to be naked at the party at 9/11 as a back at home as a veteran. And I'm like, they're jealous. Anybody that did anything negative to a veteran back home, it's obvious you're jealous. So it's how simple the world is. You know, I felt like when I came back, I felt like a lot of cool things would have happened to me as a veteran. Because you make me feel like an American hero in uniform as Americans, as a soldier, and in the whole world. You feel like a famous celebrity as a veteran, as a soldier. But when you become a veteran, it's like, damn, we did enough for you, motherfucker. Now it's time to screw your goddamn life over and don't even think about it in the end. If that's the type of law online, I wonder why people are pissed off of the law being online. Because you sit there and you get mad at people, and I'm like, why? How the hell do you do that to me? Because you're jealous of me because I found billions of nudity on the internet. The law pops it on my computer. Even when they're monitoring my computer, the law allows it to pop up my computer. That's how I feel so far. So I apologize if my YouTube feels like I'm frustrated. I am. I'm upset that my family members died on me back home and I didn't get to hang with them. And the best thing you can welcome me back home is call me a name and bully me and acting like that's the best thing you could do to welcome back a soldier. And just to say you lied a whole lot. They get mad at me when they say you lied. But they did. You know, it's like smoking cigarettes. When you keep peer pressuring somebody to smoke a cigarette online, eventually you're going to smoke a cigarette. Then they say, well, wow, if you can't handle peer pressure online. But if the law is peer pressuring you to get in trouble, then there's something fucking wrong, don't you think, as a soldier after 9/11, right? So I don't know who's on my computer, but it's called common sense nowadays on the internet. When people didn't know what the internet was and how to use it, it's called common sense now online to figure out shit on the internet. But I don't feel like I'm mean to anyone. You made it that way. I felt like you all went out of the way to make me look bad at a party, and now you're making me look bad online in the world. And I'm like, that's how Michael Jackson taught us, man. I was born in 1985. My birthday's coming up. And I'm like shocked that you all just say that you didn't learn shit about anything about Michael Jackson. He sang all that damn music. Michael Jackson sang to the world. Michael Jackson I felt like he went to every single country and tried to help every country by singing his Michael Jackson music. And y'all heartless motherfuckers that sit there acting like you don't give a shit about each other and care about each other. Fuck. That's what you teach your kids in the world? So, I don't know if I'm going to be a bad dad one day nowadays when people can hack you and assume the worst before you even become a dad yet. But I'll be a better dad than you, this stuck-up motherfucker that wants to rob a soldier, take their benefits and make them look like you ain't a hero no more because it's some kind of selfish motherfucker online. You know? I was a shy, quiet kid. Me making all these YouTube videos is a hard thing to do, knowing in the back of my mind, man, people are going to make fun of me because I make YouTube videos. Why should I care what people think of me? I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. You all can sit there and talk shit about me, but you look like an asshole at a party. Call me a name and bully me, act like it's right to do. And I'm like, wow, your kids want to hang with me more now. Every kid in the world wants to hang with Commiso more, because at least I say good things on the YouTube. At least I say good things about things. You know, you can make it, hey kid, no matter what the internet says about you, or whatever the world says about you. You could be anything you want as kids in the world. Even if the law bullies you on the internet because of some kind of stuck-up law, you could be anything you want as a kid. You want to be a singer, be a singer. You want to be a dancer, be a dancer. They call your name online, say, fuck you. At least I'm singing and dancing in my life. What the fuck you doing in your life? That's how fucked the world is. People fight all the damn time, and how easy it is not to fight. So if people talking shit about you, just say, wow, I'm the shy, quiet kid in school, and now everybody's talking shit about me and acting like they don't know who I am online, but everyone's talking shit about me on here. So I'm standing up for myself. I don't deserve to get treated like this. You're just an asshole that don't know how to help anybody, and you stuck up and acting like nobody's going to catch you using that site as the law around here at court. Right? Oh, well, how come the law can use the site? Because they're monitoring it. Well, how come they're being naked online and because they're monitoring it? Is that how you want people to view the law? Well, they can do the things online because they're monitoring the internet. So I didn't tell people to do jobs back home. They took the job because they wanted to do that job. But you don't have no right to call me a name and bully me and blackmail me and post shit on the internet saying, making aggregations on me as a soldier back then. You post shit. You're not supposed to post shit of hate on the president. You're not supposed to push shit hating on your soldiers. You're not supposed to push shit to hate on people or Americans. And the law's not allowed to do that too and label somebody online and bullying them and calling them a name. And they're the ones calling your name and getting mad at you. So if nobody's allowed to talk shit about each other, damn, that's all fucking people do, don't they? And it sucks that's how the world works. Because I'm 41 years old. I feel like, yeah, I did really cool things in my life. But I feel like I need to do more in my life. But it's hard to do more in your life. Because all people do is sit there and act like you're not capable of doing anything. To kids, too. You teach that to kids are stupid. That's why kids are in jail and they're stupid. No. It's how we treat each other. If we were all responsible adults, there'd be nobody in jail because we're responsible adults and know that we don't want to break the law. But you force us to break the law, man. I feel like I didn't do nothing bad on the internet. I was just forced to see shit that I'm not supposed to, while the whole world see everybody dies on TV and reality shows. So I don't know what type of TV show where you could die on it and everybody could watch it and be entertained by people dying on television. Well, I think that's fucked up, don't you think? Because what happens if you see your friends or family that dies on that show? I could sue that show for a whole lot. You forced me to see my best friend die on television and I can't sue the television show? That's hard shit to fucking watch. So when people getting their head chopped off of soldiers, can I sue you for lying, for making me see shit like that? You know what I'm in the future. Because I don't feel like we're supposed to watch that. That's the whole point of having a law on here. There's nothing bad on here because the law's on here. It's not how it works. I got assholes on my computer, and I don't know who they are. And they're claiming me I'm not cool enough to use the internet. Or they're the ones screwing my internet. You won't allow me to use the internet. I feel like I was collecting art. If I could show the world what I was doing, they won't show me the evidence. So it's kind of weird that they can't even show the evidence to me that I'm a bad person back home as a veteran. Kind of fucking weird too at court. So can you show me the evidence why you all decided to get up one day and say, fuck you, a soldier after 9/11? As Michael Commiso at court around here? And then my uncle dies? You don't give a fuck that my uncle dies. You know, my uncle never been mean to me. I feel like none of my family members ever been mean to me. I just never really got a chance to get to know everybody in the family. And maybe that's the reason why everybody acting the way they are. Same thing, the internet, man. That sucks. That people can be that fucking mean to each other and say, fuck you. And I'm like, wow, they can still say that online, and I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9. Wow. And then you wonder why your veterans get upset and mad. But you, on American television, you claim that every American has American veterans back home and help everything they go through. Not scam a computer and make them go through more shit they have to go through and say, fuck, I feel like I could be further in life right now. You know, I may have a learning disability, but I can learn how to be an actor. If I serve my country, man, serving your country is hard as shit. Even coming back home, because people have something to say about veterans. So when you're at war as a soldier got killed by some asshole, you as a veteran back home dealing with the shit. Damn, people can actually talk shit about their veterans back home and feel fucking proud about that and happy about that. That sucks. That sucks. Because imagine if everybody was nice to each other on the internet. How further we can be as a planet. We don't have to worry about human beings being mean to each other on this planet. We all know that we're human beings on this planet. But is everybody stuck up in the world or something? And you really don't give a fuck if people die? And you claim that you care about your kids online. Well, your kids are part of the world, you know. You know, kids are part of the internet world. You treat kids like they don't see anything. You just say, as kids didn't see anything in the past. As kids, as an adult, I don't know. I think it sucks. I can't explain it. I guess I'm not smart enough to explain it. Sucks that you all want change in the world, but you all can sit there and watch each other die in the world, and your kids watch it too, and you don't care about it. But when you find out that shit, everybody's making love on the internet nowadays because it's the thing to do, making love online and making family, and everybody can be famous. They'll fucking bully one fucking person on the internet over billions of nudity and sex on it. So it's 99% nudity and sex online. I don't know how many goofy videos and music videos and singing songs you can make, or 1% violence online. But what's everybody thinking they doing online? The law got some kind of thing, all that. Not everybody knows. That's that's how you can get mad at one person. You don't look at the world the law doesn't look at the world that there's 99% sex and nudity on it. So they think in their right mind they can bully me and make fun of me. I'm like, what kind of fucking people would do that to American soldier after 9/11? You know, I feel like I tried to tell people not to bully each other and respect each other. Part of my YouTube video. But they go make my YouTube videos out to be something more than it is. That's the same thing when they wrote the statement. I read the statement. I said, wow, I wonder if the people get turned on when they read statements screwing people's lives over at court around. Because the statement was inappropriate and made it, I'm like, they can write this shit to people. They get mad over sex and nudity, but they can be graphic in their statement and say shit like that to people. So I don't know how hard the world is, but how hard can we keep being to each other? And when people say that's fucking bullshit, everybody acts like they wasn't friends in Fisher School. That's the same thing in the world. We were all friends as kids, but now everybody's teaching as an adult. Man, I don't have to be your friend no more because I'm part of the streets and treat you like shit, like the streets. That sucks. That's not how the world is. That's what, I'm weird. If I had kids one day, I have to go to the store and buy toys. But since I'm a single adult that buys toys, right? I'm a single adult that buys toys. You're a jealous motherfucker that hacks a cock block me at a party. Well, there's bubbles everywhere at the party. But get mad at me because I got a bubble machine. I feel like I'll be a good dad one day. Because I was smart enough to go to the store and buy a bubble machine, and they're happy as kids on the internet. Their kids are tired of seeing adults killing each other online. Seeing a bubble machine, I must be cheering every kid up and saying, wow, I can't believe that's that many bubbles that come out of that machine. But I won't be a good dad one day. I've been collecting things, so if I have to put my kids to college, I got a signed Babe Ruth baseball card that put my kid to college. But my hometown court's not smart enough to say that to me. I also bought this for myself. I'm going to take it out. I said, I can't sit back and just keep saying what everybody else is saying about me. But I bought this because it says cool things on the dog tag. It says, I am a veteran. I love freedom. I wore dog tags. I have a DD-214. I have served my country. I walk the walk. My oath never ends. Proud U.S. Army veteran. These are the things you need to say to your veterans. Not saying they'd be a bad parent one day because you all stuck up and set him up online on purpose to make everybody believe that he'd be a bad parent one day. And I don't understand the friendship back home. Then I bought stamps. I guess I have a thing with stamps. I did do mail in the military. So I figure I did mail in the military. I should be a stamp collector. So, like I said, before I buy things on the internet, I do the research. I said, what's the rarest stamp? What's the rarest baseball card? What's the rarest football card? I just look up things. I look up the signature before I buy the signature. I said, this is supposed to look like this. And I bought some stamps. I guess they put it in a stamp. Where is it? Oh, it's on top. I got this one because all the stamps are connected. So, and it has a number. If these are stamps are not real, then we can make everything fake in the world. So I said, this came off a printing press as a stamp. Don't take these stamps apart, because put all these stamps together proves that the stamp is real. When you look at stamps, it has some kind of age. When you look at it, it's got some kind of age on the back of the stamp. It looks old. So, it's the same thing with baseball cards or anything that's connected. Somebody that is a collector did this on purpose. It was for a reason. When people print things, they're artists. So when they see a stamp and say, this stamp came out this good, I'm an artist. And so I think when people leave baseball players connected together as cards, it's just to prove that the card is real. And then this was cool. This one fell out. This one fell out of the thing. You see it. It's hard. That's why it's hard to find stamps. They're tiny. They're tiny. They're tiny little things. This is Abraham Lincoln. It's not the first Abraham Lincoln. It's like he'd been a president for a while, stamp kind of thing. So it's 3 cents. Anything that has 1 cent or 2 cents or 3 cents, a really very low amount on the stamp, is an old stamp. So if the first stamp was 1 penny, because penny black is it was in uh, England. The British came out with the first stamp, penny black. It was cost is. Then I realized, that was catchy. A stamp that was a penny. And then over the years, it was two pennies. Then over a few more years, it'd be 3 pennies. So this is a stamp. It's not in a good condition, but you could tell it's a real stamp because it went through the mail by this. I don't know if you can see the Abraham Lincoln. Then I don't think I'm a professional baseball talker, but everybody heard about Robert Clemens. I heard that name before. So I say I should get a Robert Torn Clemens stamp. Roberto Clemens, Robin Clemens. I don't know. One of them. And it's 20 cents. So it's an old stamp. I got this one because I watched Back to the Future. Look, this is how a 1955 mailman looks back in the day. It's 1955. They went back in time in the Back to the Future movie in 1955. So I said, maybe I'll be lucky if I get a 1955 mailman stamp because on the Back to the Future movie. Here's another. I got a few more Abraham Lincolns. I like Abraham Lincoln for some reason. He was an honest president, for one. Abraham Lincoln was an honest president. So I'm trying to be honest still, like Abraham Lincoln. I'm not trying to fool the world. But this is an older one than the other one, Abraham Lincoln. I try to take some YouTube classes and learn about some stamps. But it's just, this one's in the better condition than the other one. Oh, I guess this is what everybody wants of Abraham Lincoln. I don't want to mess it up. The number 4 is, I guess everybody wants. Number 4 is the one that everybody wants. Look, they've been stamped by the mailman or mail room, saying it's a real stamp. I guess everybody wants the one that says number 4. I guess that's when he's like president for years and this one's collectible. Now look, you see the age on the back of it? It's got some age to it. It's got some age. So, and I don't say things to be mean. I say things, I think it sucks that people act like it's so hard to help each other out. And as veterans, I'm like, wow, what did I do to people? I feel like I'm trying to make nice videos. But look, that's George Washington. That's an old stamp. It went through the mail system as a stamp. And it went through the mail system again to get to me. I don't know how far the stamp went. That's another cool thing. You don't know how far a stamp really went. You have to track everything that stamp went through. This was cool. I don't have a system or collect. But it's whatever. It looks cool. I thought this stamp looked cool. That's why I bought. It's 1 cent. So it's an old stamp. It's like the Pirates of the Caribbean ship. That's why I got it. It's 1 cent a penny. So this is an old stamp when it says a penny. And it's got an age to it. Oh, look at the age on the back of the stamp. That's the age. I feel like this is I think this is one of the ladies. This is the one of the president's wives. The lady. I forgot what it said on the thing. This is a lady. This is the president's wife stamp. So there was a wife that was famous. I think it's George Washington's wife. I think it's George Washington's wife. Or no, it says 4. So it has either one between what I don't know if it's Abraham Lincoln's name. No, it's somebody's wife. Oh, here's Abraham Lincoln. This one's cool. I didn't realize. It says, this is the first Abraham Lincoln stamp. Oh, no, it says 4. I thought it said 1. Well, I got another one of them. I got another one, Abraham. This one's pretty mint condition. I think there's one stamp in this. And then, I thought this guy looked cool standing there. Stand. There's 2 more of this. I got the same. Something told me to get the same stamp. So I got 3 of these now. Something told me to get that same stamp. And that's the same. These went through the mail system. They got the stamp. That's my stamps. So I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but I think it's kind of messed up when you got all the security and the law acts like they don't know what's going on. But you expect that the law should know more than the public, right? I feel like the law should know more than the public, right? But it's just everybody knows everything. You sit there and act like nobody knows anything. So, I don't know. It could be better back home. I'm not trying to take more from the government or take advantage of the government like everybody else does as a vet to get benefits or whatever. I'm just making YouTube videos. I made YouTube videos at war, and it felt like I cheered up people with my YouTube videos. So I feel like when my grandpa died, I should make YouTube videos, try to cheer up my family and my friends up. Because my grandpa, I feel like everybody liked my grandpa. Because he was a goofy guy. He was a goofy Italian guy. He was a goofy Italian old guy. He didn't look at the world as so serious as everybody else. So I try to be like my grandpa. He don't look at the world as serious as everybody else does. This world doesn't have to be this serious. You know, it's a miracle that there's life on this planet in the first place. So I think everybody should accept that and say, wow, today we're going to have a beautiful day because I want to have a beautiful day. And this is a good planet and a good world.
Oh, no.
We all can work together to have a good life for everyone. But I'm just a stamp collecting baseball, collecting hobbyists, artists, artistically probably, speech impediment, special education, whatever else, corny name, whatever names you call me. I achieved in life for everybody to sit back and act like I didn't achieve nothing. What a world we live in. But I can't see I don't want to look at the world that everybody's a bad guy. Because I want to enjoy hanging with my bad buddies in the world. I was a shy, quiet kid that went in the military and found out that people drink around the world too. Not just America. I didn't look at me going to war. I was just I'm going with my battle buddies and hanging with them. And whatever they're going to do is going to be cool with me to do too. Because I'm hanging with my battle buddies. So there was Don Guerrero. Guerrero was cool with me. Yeah, he taught me pool, Guerrero. He taught me some darts. Well, I think he taught me mostly pool. Somebody else may have taught me darts, but he was around when somebody taught me the darts, or maybe he did. Well, he taught me pool. Then I told him that I'm Commiso. I said, there's Commiso in Italy. And he said, that's cool. That's Guerrero. That's my battle buddy. So we hang together. And he was there before I was. So he taught me where the bars are and the clubs and how to go further on the train. Guerrero taught me how to go further on the train. As my roommate, Hartley, everybody somehow accepted me at the base. And I thought I was just a nerd. I said, oh man, I'm going to look goofy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just from basic training. But no, my first sergeant, that's hard to say and pronounce as speech impediment, but it's in there somewhere in my mind. That's my first duty, first sergeant. I thought he was cool. I didn't think he was mean. I thought my first sergeant was a happy first sergeant. He was a happy, goofy guy. I said, I'm goofy too, first. I think if I ever got a chance to hang with the first sergeant, we would have had so many funny times together. Even the commander, Captain Upton, I'm probably saying it wrong too. All the higher ranks, all the captains and the generals wished to party with Commiso in Europe because I was just a goofy guy. I didn't care if I was dancing. Nobody else is dancing in the club, and the only one's dancing is Commiso. I didn't care. I was from New Jersey, and they said you could dance at the club, so I'm going to dance at the club when they say you can dance at the club. But they're all like, it's not cool to dance. I said, why just guys dance? There's no dancing in this club. It's not cool to do. But I did the opposite and danced in every club that I went to. There was times where, hey, Commiso, you're not doing the dance right. I said, this is how I danced in the music if you really wanted to party and hang with me. So every battle buddy took me to a cool place in Europe where it was around me. Just being around me as a battle buddy was cool with me. And I said, wow, people are nice in my first duty station. So, I don't know. I was just goofy. I was nervous that when they asked me to do paperwork in the military. I said, oh shit, I'm gonna fuck this up. But they trust me to hand in paperwork to the other office. Then they trust me to be a mailman for a while. Then they trust me to be a gunner. I said, wow, they made me a gunner on the convoy. What's going on here? So I was like, no, even when I was a gunner in the convoy, I was nervous. I said, anything that decided to attack Commiso, I'm going to fire back. That was what I was going to do. Because there was a rules of engagement. You have to show the weapon and say, hey, we're about to fire. And they just blow you up. So when I was on convoy, I said, any bullet that comes in my direction, my bullet's going in your direction. That's what I was thinking. Because I kept my hands on the 50 cal all through I didn't take my hand off the 50 cal. I was moving around. I was like, it's like a video game. I said, anybody's going to shoot me, I'm going to shoot back. That's all I've got to say about that. So hopefully, apparently, when you're a gunner, they prepare for everything for you. They set up the 50 cal for you so I felt like special as a gunner. They said, oh, I don't have to do all the hard work. They all did it for me. So I bet the people that went in the convoy, they said, we got to make sure this 50 cal is charged back for Commiso. Because I knew how to shoot. I shot all the targets eventually down in the ranges. I shot down the 400 range. I thought I shot it down and it stood up. I looked at the drills. I looked back and said, that target was supposed to go down, you jerk off. Somebody's over there holding the target up. Because I know I aimed it in the right direction. And I shot again and it went down. So, because everywhere I was nervous. I was nervous in Germany. I said, well, I know they know I'm from New Jersey already. Everybody acts like they don't know anything or anything. And you know that this guy is from America or New Jersey or something. So you could tell I was a tourist everywhere I went. I was a tourist at war. I said, wow, we're in the desert. That's pretty cool. We're in the desert as a tourist. I was a tourist in Germany. I was a tourist in London. I was a tourist in Berlin. That's still in Germany, but I guess I went to Berlin in Germany too. Resto, a sergeant. He was a specialist like me, became a sergeant. I said, oh, what I'm doing wrong? And everybody's becoming sergeants around me. I'm so a specialist. What did I do wrong? I was a gunner. I was a driver. I made it to the radio. I made sure that anybody's days. I did it as best as I can. So we all achieved. All my battle buddies achieved in life around Commiso. So now they're probably, if they're not captains no more, they're probably generals now. Or they're all retired now. I guess I'm 41. I guess the old folks are retired. So I'm just letting out my feelings on different topics at the same time and confusing myself too as Commiso, but accept myself as Commiso online because there's some kind of matrix robots online and I have to speak to them too as the AIs and the artificial intelligent robots and have to speak to the robots. Say it's okay, I'm a human being. Hopefully I am. I feel like I am. I've been doing human things. I've been doing human dancing, human speaking. I'm a human being. So it just sucks that we can live a simple life and get along with each other in the world, but we rather make everything complicated and hard on each other. And well, it was a miracle that there's life in outer space. We forget to wake up and see the life that's on this planet, the cool things around the world. Man, there's things that still on this planet since the beginning of time, and that's pretty cool. But you make your kids look at the world a different way. You make your kids believe that everybody's mean and nobody's going to be friends with each other when you become an adult. The only time you're going to be friends is when you're kids in school. When you become an adult, you forget what it means to be friends as an adult. That's what you're teaching your kids in the world. And I don't know what you're teaching born in a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. But, you know, I feel that my battle buddies want me to stand up for myself because I achieved a lot for a goofy guy that went in the military. I was good in basic training. I only got yelled at a few times in basic training. And AIT, I feel like I don't feel like if someone, I don't really think maybe nobody really yelled at me in AIT. When the drill sergeant say you got to do this today, I fixed some windows in the barracks. Listen, I put windows in the barracks. Here, I got the glass. I went to the warehouse and got the glass for the barracks to put the window in the barracks. I said, that was pretty easy to do. I didn't complain. And when I went to the duty station, I was like, oh, wow, I was in Germany. I was so shocked that I was in Germany for a while. Listen, I'm the guy from New Jersey that's in Germany. So, wow, that's an accomplishment to go to Germany. Went on the internet nowadays. So, it was cool to get to know all my battle buddies, and I got to hang with my battle buddies. And it would have been cool to hang with more battle buddies than got to know. I was the goofy guy. I would have got to know everybody that went to war. We just have to go to their base to try to get to know who they're at the other base. And somehow I feel that my goofy laugh must have spread through the desert, and every base knew that Commiso served his country at war because of my goofy laugh. So I'm trying to make goofy videos, but you put me in a serious, not want to be in the mode kind of way, where I was like, man, even this game is serious. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. I said, wow, you gotta watch everywhere. Is that how the world is? Everybody's living in the Grand Theft Auto world? That's how I feel. Once I got the book back, and I got the book back again, and it was a different book, but it was the same book, but a different writing type of way of book. That's how I feel when I go on the internet. They say you can go use the internet. The internet is legal, but when you go on the internet, you got to watch everything. Because apparently not everything is legal. When they make it legal, then it's not legal, then it's legal, then it's not legal, then illegal. Then you don't know what the hell is going on. You make things look like legal, and then they make it more legal, and you look at, damn, it seems like everybody's just butt naked, cranky online now. Everybody's butt naked in the world, cranky, grumpy old motherfuckers, getting complained about shit. So yeah, and everybody acts like, oh, he's putting things. No, if this is the best way to help a veteran back home, I appreciate it and everything, but shit. I figure if the kids figure out that people have sex in public as kids online, they can figure out that everybody's having sex everywhere. Yeah, everybody's in the public getting it on, and the kids don't know what's going on. Well, I don't know. So where you teach your kids it's okay to die at war. You teach your kids to die. It's okay to watch people die on the internet. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not part of the society, then. I don't agree what's going on here. It doesn't make any. I'm the reason why Commiso wants to be in his own world, and everybody's just happy and goofy in every bar, everywhere. I'm trying to spread my goofiness to the internet. Here's my goofiness to the internet. Is it working? Everybody's chilling now. Everybody's laughing in the world. No. You get mad. The world gets mad when you got bubbles. The world gets mad when you get bubbles. Not me. When I see bubbles, I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm in a music video or something, swimming in bubbles, or something cool with bubbles. I'm a rock star, and there's bubbles on the stage. And you wonder, man, can't be that hard to be a rock star if they got bubbles on the stage. Got mad? Everybody get mad because the bubbles online. That's all people do is get mad at each other. Got bad bubbles, bubble. I have to get bubble machines to cheer myself up as a veteran because everybody's like, don't know how to do that online with each other. So I didn't realize my stamps are there. They're okay. Their stamps are okay. If you like a stamp, let me know. I'm going to hold on to my stuff that I collected. And if I ever get a chance to have a family of my own, I can say, hey, kid, I got a rare stamp here. This might get you through college, this rare stamp. If we can figure out where to get your money from. Or just whatever. I don't care. This is my life, not yours. Can I say that online? Okay. No, I don't know. You all get upset about it. Because you're all hacking my life and acting like it's your life that you're controlling, like you're hacking my life 24 hours. So this is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. At least I'm trying. I don't see anybody else trying online. Only I feel like I'm trying. Isn't that the way of life, I guess? At least one person tries in life. That's all we can accept, and that's all is good enough. In the world nowadays, they're never good enough, even when the person's trying. Try. trying to get along with people back home. I feel like I did pretty good so far. But damn, everybody's like, man, you don't know how to do anything, man. You know? Well, hopefully my long conversation got somebody somewhere in life. You know? I motivated somebody. That's all I care. As long as one person motivated to get, you're right, Commiso. I don't know what you said, Commiso, but you're right. We can do this. I don't know what we're going to do, but you're right. We can do this. I motivated somebody, and that's good enough for me. This is a disabled combat veteran. After 9/11, Michael Commiso and the battle party's on.